Arequipe.
Nindu.
Facts.
And then Agumi.
Moku.
Hello, my name is Sushi.
Hi. Cosmic Dusk, the 77.
Afro 6.
Aki.
Do we need to do the coaches too? I'm Dexy. Yeah. Is there any other observers coming in? Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna give you the lobby permission. Yeah. I'll give you the lobby perm. So start when I guess you gonna start. Yeah, we got a bathroom boy right now. That's what I'm saying. That shit looks blessed.
What?
The
Yo,
whole house.
we don't. What?
Oh my days.
Bro, what? Yo, we don't
Wait,
even have mouse
how did
pads.
you guys see our
I searched up Kean University. I searched up Kean
internet.
University esports, and it's the first thing that shows up.
I'm
have
glad
a
that
whole
you can
video
see
of it.
our esports room then.
Yeah, there's
tried.
like a
That shit looks
YouTube
nice
video
as
and
hell,
shit.
bro.
Yeah,
It looks
honestly.
so good.
Thank you. We try.
Crazy well job done. Why?
Yo, I would
not
happily
English.
pay my taxes for that. Like, what? We don't even have mouse pads in our esports room, so we just don't use it.
We don't have AC in our esports room, bro.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the first week of ECAC. I'm here joined by Wes. We're covering some Valorant. We are in Division A, Group 2. We have a matchup between Kean University and Seneca Polytechnic. We'll be starting our match here on Haven. If we get to a map, if map 2 will be Ascent, and if we get to a map 3, it will be Sunset. This is a best of 3. We are again in the week 1 of the regular season. I'm excited for this one. How are you feeling, Wes?
I am very excited for this one. I'm glad to be back in the Valorant ECAC.
Yeah, so it's my first time with this league. It's a pretty fresh league for a lot of people, I think. Do you have any experience competing here, and do you have any insight on how everything works and operates?
Yeah, I used to play, not this year. I'm in a different school this year. We don't have an esports team, but yeah, so they're locking in. I'm glad that they're hovering over their agents because, like, usually like, the people like my team would just lock in and then we'd be stuck with the lineup we didn't like. And I like that right now that Seneca, I think, is hovering over. Oh no, that's Kean that's hovering over.
Yeah.
Their defenders.
Yeah, so so you can see it on stream already, but we got Kean University will be on the attacking or defender side first, and then we got Seneca Polytechnic on the attacker side. Haven usually a pretty attack-sided map, so I'm excited to see. I think it's good momentum to start off the season on that attacking side on Haven. A bit of an unconventional lineup from both of these teams, both opting for the Cypher. Bit strange. For me personally, I know you prefer KJ on this map.
Yeah, I think that Cypher can be really good on this map if used correctly. However, if used incorrectly, can be pretty useless at times.
Yeah, but Haven now really a pretty retake heavy map. Doesn't look like they're playing. Either team is playing for that here. I'm also very shocked to see a double duelist combo of Yoru and ISO on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Got any ideas what they're cooking up there?
I'm assuming. Now I really maybe try to get someone on site like while having like the ISO ult active.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get maybe if there's one defender on site. You know, trying to get the Yoru in and ISO take out that one. But honestly, no. I think that their defenders with or not the attackers with breach is pretty good for retake, but the rest of their lineup doesn't seem as good for retake.
Yeah, notably the main flashes for the defender side is with the Yoru and the Omen. See some
Contact at sewers. Yeah.
Yeah. Jacob tucking himself nicely in this corner here.
Yeah, and there's teammates coming down through main.
Looking for a fast rotate over to C, but I think it's kind of off of no info. Lot of slow play coming out from Seneca to start.
Yeah, that rotate seemed a little bit out of nowhere. No noise. Maybe just the sighting of Cypher in garage, the lurk.
And we got the dash out by the Jet. First pick goes to Agumi, but Muku immediately trading it out.
Frax getting that trade on Sushi.
Mindu just sitting in this smoke. Gets the pick on the spike. A good position now. Gets the trade as well.
Just
the
the Cypher lurk.
30 seconds left.
Kind of flanking, hoping to get that last guy on site.
It's very weird that the Cypher's not rotating over out of garage to help out the Sova on A. It's a free plant if he gets this pick. Let's see if he clears it. Gets it.
Does.
No more charge. I have retrieved the spike.
I'm wondering if they're having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
For not moving.
Oh yeah, it looks like there was a DC. Spike's going down though. It's gonna be a free. Yeah, he does. It's gonna be a free round one, but I'm gonna have to immediately probably go to a pause here.
Yeah, to try to get him back on.
That Arquipe, unfortunate. think coaches have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can I think there's like a way to pause with like timeout. I think it's like a timeout.
I don't think so.
If uh, if you
Oh,
click escape, you might be able to see like a timeout.
I don't know. I think you have to have cheats on for that.
There's definitely a way to time out in tournament mode. I don't know what it is though.
I don't know how to pause.
'Cause you're not even the the leader for it. So you shouldn't be the one pausing. They should be taking a timeout.
Oh, it's paused right now. Yeah, it's
Oh,
paused.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Having a
Oh,
bit of technical
yeah.
difficulties on the
Both the
attackers.
ciphers with bad connection. A bit ironic for the agent.
Yeah,
But
a bit of a cipher curse going on over here.
yeah, but we'll get back into things right away. That A take was pretty strong coming out from Seneca Polytechnic to start Jattesh in, made space, but unfortunate that the Sentinel on the side of Kean wasn't able to help out. That would have been a nice 2v1 situation.
Exactly. Yeah,
And a
that would
bit
have
awkward.
been able to play off each other at the time, but just didn't work out for technical difficulties. It's the first game of the season, so bound to be some issues.
Well, we'll get back here in just a little bit.
Hmm.
You can shift away from the game at hand, though. You want to talk about yourself, what school you go to, and just give a little bit of background?
Yeah, sure. I go to Binghamton University right now. I'm newly transferring, so it's a bit of an adjustment, but it's exciting, definitely, for sure. I played esports for 2 years back at my old school. We were D3. We didn't do very well, but we were there for fun for the most part, and we definitely had some fun and some really good games.
Yeah,
Learned a lot.
Yeah, that's the joy of it, you know? You can't always be so sweaty in your lobbies. You gotta enjoy the games you play.
For sure, for sure. And especially if you like are, fighting a losing battle, you gotta have some fun with it and just do what you can to keep morale up.
Yeah, that's why I like leagues like ECAC. They just allow so many people to have, from a wide range of skill levels, to have this fun competitive team play and be able to play people around their skill levels. So not every game is like a stomp and unenjoyable. You get to actually really compete and improve as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I definitely improved in my time playing on ECAC. Had my moments of like improvement and really seeing where I came from, and learned a lot from my other teammates and my senior players.
But we are in Division A. This is the second highest division in ECAC. There's 22 teams competing across 3 different groups. Which is a lot, just to be very clear. But so I'm expecting a pretty high level of play, and it looked very organized from the get-go.
Definitely good in a slow push when they weren't sure how many people were on site, and then continuing to push out with that jet. Definitely higher elo plays.
Yeah, I did like the info starve that happened at the beginning. Okay, we got some funny banter coming out from Sushi.
Yes.
It's all good vibes though so far. Both these teams have had a lot of fun with each other, so it's always positive. And as the season goes on, I'm sure rivalries will form. I'm not too familiar with either of these universities. I don't know if you have any background on Kean or Seneca.
No, me personally, no. I have been in the lower leagues for the most part, so I don't get to play with top dogs like this.
Yeah.
But definitely excited to see the higher leagues in action this season.
Yeah. We can go over rosters real quick. So Kean University's got Arakipe, Nindu, Agumi, Frax, and Jacob. And then Seneca Polytechnic has Afro6, Aki, Muku, Sushi, and Cosmic Dust. So just if you didn't see them already, now you know. I'm sure you'll get more familiar with these rosters as the season goes on and as we head into playoffs later. I believe playoffs are a 3 to 4 week bracket, so we'll still be doing a weekly format when it gets into that. But we got plenty of league play. I believe 6 games in at least Group 2 of Division A. So lots of Valorant to be played this semester. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I am too, and we see Nindu here almost promoting the PRX bundle for VCT 2024. Definitely exciting to watch those, and now to see it at a college level is really, really good.
Yeah, there's a noticeably large gap between seasons for Valorant, which does allow for the collegiate scene to kind of grow. The game I originally hail from is Rocket League, and we have the same situation here where our regular season now has like a 6th or 8th month gap or something like that between the league season for professional play and our the off season. And you actually see a lot of pros go end up in playing in college. It's not as common with Valorant,
Right.
but you do see some subs for larger teams. I think Screwface is one of them, playing on Northwood. But
Oh, it looks like they're starting to get ready. People are being back connected, except maybe
still
one
waiting on
more player?
Arquipe. Yeah, Arquipe
Yeah.
is the question mark. He was the one that DC'd from the last round. So
the main person's back into having difficulties. I think that going back to like Valorant and college players, I think that Valorant is a relatively newer game in comparison to some of the older ones. So it's definitely a developing sort of league in general. So
yeah, I also think that Valorant is unique. Well, it's unique in that the meta changes quite frequently for a attack shooter. You know, CS:GO does have new maps. They do rebalance guns, but the addition of a new agent is, I would say, very massive. And the rule set in ECAC does allow Vies to be played. I believe their rule in general for any games with different heroes or classes is that it has to be released for 2 weeks before it can be played in League. And it's been more than 2 weeks since Vies is released, so there's a chance we'll see Vies today. I don't know if any teams feel comfortable enough to run it. Obviously, it's only been about a month since she's been out, but it would be exciting if we got to see it on stream. So
exactly, yeah. So the introduction of a new agent comes like almost, if not every act.
Yeah,
a new agent comes out, and that's something you don't usually see very often in like these types of tactical shooter games. I think that it's very interesting and also keeps the game like fresh, but can be difficult for like leagues to maintain and to keep it balanced for each game.
Yeah. And speaking of agents that have been rebalanced, ISO is definitely one to talk about. I think it was the lowest picked agent overall in professional play last year before the giant balance patch came out that reworked a lot of his abilities, and ISO became a giant demon, at least on ranked play. They had to already nerf him immediately after. Still pretty strong, so I'm excited to actually get to watch ISO in a team setting. I haven't been able to really see too much of it.
Yeah. I remember when ISO got that balance, that buff, and it was pretty crazy how quickly it was abused and how much his pick rate went up immediately just to rebalance it. He's still pretty crazy if you know how to use him right, but I think that the balance is definitely good, better than it was when it first, the first coming out and then the first buff.
Yeah, I think the game in general is in a decent state right now for balance. There's definitely stronger agents for sure, and changes like giving Astra another star that have happened recently are pretty crazy. Oh, it looks like we actually have Arquipe back, I think. We're reconnected. I see movement, but not very steady movement.
Yeah. They did say they had 2 laptop players, so I'm assuming it has some technical difficulties with maybe Wi-Fi or, staying online.
Yeah.
But they did move, which is an improvement for what happened during the last game, the last round.
Yes. So I do see ping spiking here. I know that ping is also a pretty huge deal for Valorant specifically. We see Afro 6 sitting here on 60 ping. It does determine how you have to play, how you have to swing, and if you can hold angles or not. So I know that at Purdue, our varsity Valorant team complains if they're above 20 ping.
Yeah.
It's a bit much, but they do pretty well overall. I think our B team, which is Purdue Black, is in the same division as these two teams in Division A. I think different group though.
So maybe they'll meet each other in the finals.
Yeah. So that would be exciting.
Yeah, it is definitely. Ping is definitely a big part of this. I remember at my old school having Wi-Fi issues and our ping being up to 100 and just having to deal with it, versus teams who complain when they're over 20. I think that is very. I think it really depends on how like good your ping is and how you're used to playing. Because on good ping, you can really see the difference from when you have a much higher ping than the others.
Yeah.
You're forced to adjust your gameplay accordingly, play a little bit safer when your ping isn't as good. You can't really react as well. So it's definitely, you definitely really have to take your ping into account when playing Valorant.
Yeah, well, in a game like Rocket League, it's not that big of a deal. That's again, I'm going to keep bringing it up because I'm just, we're filling time here. We're still having some tech issues.
For sure.
There's some pros back in the day that were playing on like 115 ping and still beating some of the best players in their respective games. So you can definitely adjust. I don't think it's necessarily a limiting factor, but
Mhm.
it does influence playstyle for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I think that it really is up to the player.
Yeah.
Everything, especially Valorant as a whole, is a very different first-person shooter game than most. And I hear a lot of people who come from CS or even Call of Duty trying to come over and play Valorant and really struggling with how different it is and how different the mechanics are.
All right, I'm seeing more movement. I'm not seeing
Yes.
enough movement, but I'm seeing more movement from Arquipe.
Oh, both are ready.
Okay.
Both seem to be ready. Yes, that is good. All right, well, I think we're gonna get back into it, unpause the game soon. We got that 18 seconds still of the buy phase, so teams have time to prepare, and they are unpaused.
All right, so just to reiterate, I think we're having issues with being able to see the score with the current overlay we have. Just so you guys, everybody knows, currently it is Seneca with the first round. They won the pistol, mostly due to that DC. I don't know. Maybe we just trust the fact that they would have just pulled off the 2v1 clutch or the 1v2
Right.
clutch anyways.
Right.
But yeah, not necessarily the greatest start, but definitely one you could recover from. So heading into round number 2 should be an advantage for Seneca Esports.
I definitely have more money, but
Yeah.
back to being paused once again with another blue screen from our keeper. Definitely having some technical issues. I think that maybe it's just first week unluck, like first week luck.
Yeah.
Just not their day right now.
Well, to talk about the rest of the league here. Obviously, it's Tuesday here, so we get to watch some Valorant. That will be the mainstream game. On Wednesday, you get to watch some Rocket League. Shout out Rocket League, and also some CS2. Thursday, we got Overwatch 2 for you and Fortnite. And Friday has League of Legends and Call of Duty. So make sure you tune in every single day, catch your streams for your favorite teams, watch these matchups as they unfold, get to follow the narratives as the season goes along. I'll be definitely here, hopefully both for some Valorant gameplay and some Rocket League. And I think, Wes, you said you were interested in some Call of Duty?
Yeah, I definitely am. I'm not as confident with Call of Duty as I am with Valorant, but I think I am definitely part of at least the production team somehow of Call of Duty. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for the season. Obviously there's some growing pains right now. It's early on, but things will improve as things go along.
Yes.
Right. I'm hoping we can get back into this game
This
though.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a sub or something else going on. Yeah, I really do hope that these technical issues end pretty soon, or at least pretty, because we're about a half hour from the start time, and just to finish the first round, haven't even gotten the second round yet.
They are entertaining themselves in the team chat right now. Let me tell you that much.
For sure.
Sushi is a character. I wish
Yeah.
I wish we could get him on an interview. Maybe we can after the games. We'll see.
Yeah,
Depends
talk
on
to
how
the
things
players
go.
about how. Yeah.
But we are looking into the possibilities of maybe pulling in a sub or anything else that we can do. Obviously, we want to get this match underway. I'm seeing plenty of fans in chat from both Seneca and from Kean, so they're all ready. Dexy, the coach, not liking the fact that we're bringing a sub in. I guess we didn't talk about the coaches from each team. Dexy is the coach of Seneca Esports, and I think it's PRPX or something like that. Is the coach for Kean. So they will be definitely helping out their teams as we go along.
And definitely throughout these technical issues, probably working them through it and, coaching them through what's going
Yeah.
on. And,
Yeah.
these technical issues aren't very common, it always will happen and will occur because, it's unpredictable how far away each university is from each other, but definitely uncommon to see it be taking this long to just fix and, yeah.
I would like to formally apologize. Apparently, I have been mispronouncing Kane chronically this entire time. Their coach is JP, so
Okay.
butchered that too. But it's Kean University. Now we know. I appreciate it, and keep that down. I'll write that down right now. We're ready for it. If you're tuning in just now, a reminder: we are in a bit of a tech pause. We're having connection issues on the side of Kean University. We are in a best of 3 Valorant match between Kean University and Seneca Polytechnic. Map 1 is Haven, currently 1-0 in favor of Seneca. And then map 2 will be Ascent. And if we go to a map 3, it will head to Sunset.
Yes. I gotta say I'm a big fan of Haven. It has been one of my favorite maps from the start. I think that when they took it out of the comp rotation, I was very disappointed. But I'm glad it's back with all of its very small but still there changes. Very much glad that Haven is back.
Haven has a special place in my heart. At Purdue, we host a in-house large tournament called Boiler Frag every year. And as a freshman Silver 2 Valorant player, I competed and got carried by an Immortal and a Radiant through our home tournament. And our final map that we ended up winning the tournament on was Haven. So, special place in my heart, good memories. I was sad when I saw it leave rotation. I think it has some of the most complicated and nuanced gameplay. It's a lot of fun. 3-lane maps are always very high intensity and attack sided, which I think is a little bit more enjoyable for the viewer.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah. One of the first map of Valorant that has 3 sites to plant on. Very, very good. Probably the blueprint for Lotus. And
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy Haven. I think it's a really good map.
All right, I'm hearing from JP that Arquipe is almost back. We are getting there slowly but surely. Thank you everybody to sticking around during this tech pause.
Yeah, progress nonetheless.
Afro6 is in the server, just so we know. I know someone's shouting them out right now. We'll get some Afro6 gameplay here, hopefully soon.
Yes. As soon as the player comes back and tech issues are solved, we'll see gameplay from every both teams, every player. I'm sure we'll see some amazing techniques and plays.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the team comp. I guess we didn't really get to talk about it too much. So at least in competitive play, when I've seen Yoru, he's been more used as a initiator, as a flash initiator, more than a duelist. And based on what I'm seeing here from the side of Kean University, I think that's exactly what they're going for. Do you think that a Yoru over something like a Breach on Haven is better? Or what do you think? How do you think it synergizes with this theme?
Yeah, I think that Yoru can definitely be used as an initiator, especially if you know how to use his teleports to get in backside areas or to get into those hard to reach places to kind of get to maybe a flank or something early on before you even enter site. I feel like he's much better for attack than he is for defense, being a duelist and all, but I do think that he can rival Breach in retake.
Yeah.
And we are seeing movement.
It looks like we're good to go. Arquipe is placing trips and moving around.
Yes.
We just had to switch computers entirely, but
Alright.
we're here now. We can switch back to the game just in a second. Just waiting on a few things, and then we'll get into round 2.
Yes, it looks like Arquipe is getting back into it, placing trips, placing placing their cam. Definitely better than before. Sometimes a new PC is just what you need.
Yep. But here we go. Cam's going down C long. But all the pressure from Seneca University is on this A side once again. Oh, but first engagement goes to Jacob, getting a pick off with the classic.
Yeah, with
It's a
that,
strong-
that is very good. Getting one gun down and off the other team. Definitely good to have an early pick like that.
I swear, I'm seeing that the Cypher is no longer moving on the side of Seneca again. It might just be over, but well, they're gonna play through the round. It looks like.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
different from our Pique though. That was the one we were having trouble with before, but
Yeah.
the longest trouble anyway. But it does look like Aki is definitely having some difficulties as well.
And Jacob posted up in A heaven. Plants coming down fast from the Omen. No flood. Opting for a
Definitely.
retake.
Yeah, definitely coming back with everyone trying to get onto the CT.
Frax with a pick. And this second round looking really strong.
Oh, with the taking Jakov down, with definitely getting taking 1-1s almost.
Aki with 3. Oh my gosh. Frax put the team on his back, almost winning the eco, but Aki responded even heavier, getting 4 that round after having connection issues, might I add. Massive round out of them, making sure that the economy isn't too broken. It doesn't look like they bought up too much. Able to pick up the Bulldog as well, but they are on their bonus now. Great second round from Kean. Despite losing it, they did take 4 out of the 5 members from Seneca out.
Yeah, it was very close at the end there. Could have gone either way with the post plant. Now Aki has his ult, so since it got a Cypher ult coming up if the second they need a chance to.
Frax looking swing early here. Nindu gets 1. I like that. Bit of a pincer play. Aki. Now trying to work up grass, but Jacob. Oh, the timing!
With that TP, almost just waited a second longer. Might have gotten that pick there.
Hearing some noise outside of garage, looking for the cam. Can't find it.
They don't get the cam.
But
saw
info
it,
up
they
on
got
C. They're
tagged.
flooding through garage. Spam comes through, but doesn't grab a kill.
Team blinded briefly.
The plant will go down. 5v4 retake incoming, but Afro 6 gets the first pick.
Peeking through that Cypher cage.
It's just the slightest gap.
Camera taken out.
It was very hastily placed, so it was very good for them that they're.
The run and gun from Arquipe.
It works sometimes, especially with that cage open. But not.
Frax with 2. 1v2 now, and there's the third.
Also pinched there as well. If he hadn't gotten it then, he might have got by the other guy, by his teammate. Excuse me.
Frax massive through 2 rounds, 7 kills in the last 2 rounds alone.
Definitely a very impressive player. Definitely can see where the high elo is coming in here.
I can also see why you put that man on ISO. Just let him take his gunfights, let him get his kills, let him keep refreshing that shield.
Yeah, that shield is very useful, especially with a duelist that actually knows how to play him and get those kills, When you can refresh that shield, it's very, very good. Like,
Just gives you that full confidence. Full confidence to swing at any time.
Mm-hmm. It can pretty much, it negates all 1 damage.
Looks like Seneca's just going to post outside, try to deny info here.
They're pretty split down mid, but still not playing all uptight together with a little bit of a push from Aki.
Yeah, the lurk coming in. Gumi just with a Marshall.
Maybe seeing a fight on B site with Aki and Agume.
Really, really slow play so far from Seneca, but they're making the right decision, heading towards A. Only one player on this site. And the pick from Jet means it should be a free site. They don't know that yet, so they're still going to be very cautious.
And slowly rotating over is the rest of their team, the defense.
Aki with the lurk, though, gets the pick on Frax.
Oh, that takes out their heavy hitter.
Gets
and the
two!
second one. And then
Massive.
eventually killed by Agumi with the classic. Defenders
Dude.
are down, and they seem to be pulling back.
Yeah, I
With
think
only
they're up
two
for the
players.
save here.
Yeah, 2 players low HP by Omen. Probably the best move to save their guns.
Well, very strong round. I like the lurk by Aki. Really converted heavily for them. Swung the round in their favor, catching 2 through that.
Tying the
Just
game
the
up.
opening entry frag, just a raw swing towards heaven on the side of Seneca. And it paid off.
Yeah, when it pays off, it's you gotta appreciate the guts they have to do that raw swing, and then it really worked out in their favor.
Yeah, so Cosmic doing his job, getting that entry frag on the Jet.
Yeah,
Both these duelists doing heavy work early.
Yeah, as the sole duelist on attack, it's very important to get in there early and make that space.
Something important to note, though, is that Kean was very proactive in taking up space C long. I think that's important. They're trying to set up these pushes, and we see that here. They're going to head towards sewers, and they're going to meet a few people.
Yeah, pushing up on Haven is definitely an advantage because you don't want them to take up that space again or rotate.
Kill contract going the side of Frax, picking up the kill on Sushi.
That takes
Good.
one out of it.
Yeah, good ult to start the round. Numbers advantage now for the
does take out their smoke.
side, but the rotation is perfect here on the side of Seneca. Should have a free site.
Got
Cypher
hit
in
with the
garage.
trip. And with the taking out of their smoke, it's definitely difficult post plant and even trying to get back onto site.
They do have numbers here. Sova ult is perfect for a post plant. That Hunter Fury is very, very strong. You see the Sova moving all the way down C long to secure that position. Cosmic Dust gets 1, gets 3! Massive conversion, just stopping the retake in its tracks. Oh, the reload!
Unfortunate
Unfortunate.
timing.
Gets
Gets
4!
4. Are we going to see the ace?
And no, Ninja's just gonna run away, gets picked up by Afro 6 on the way out for his troubles, but massive round from Cosmic Dust.
Yeah, definitely. They got the 4K from the definitely rivaling Frax with their 4K from earlier.
That's gonna be a 4-1 advantage now on the side of Seneca. Not entirely unexpected. We are playing on Haven, attack sided. But that retake, man, it just got shut down. These rotates coming from CT just... I think that's the second or third time now where kills have been picked up as they try to rotate to garage.
Yeah, we are once again paused. Not sure why one of the teams had asked for a pause at 10. Perhaps a timeout, or maybe some other technical difficulties once again.
Wouldn't be surprised if it's a timeout here on the side of Kean, but it looks like Dexy was the one who called it, so no, it's coming from Seneca. Probably just some tech issues. It is again Aki who's the one not moving around, so that has been the problem child in this matchup to this point.
Yeah, definitely having the Cypher players are having difficulties, which, as you said before, is definitely ironic considering the character that they are playing.
Yeah. But wow, strong performance so far from Seneca. They've looked really, really strong, firing on all cylinders. The reads on the rotates have been really good.
For sure. They're definitely a strong team who know how to communicate with each other, and I'm assuming that their comms are full of good calls and plays.
Archipay. Okay, well...
It's good that both teams are keeping morale up, you know? Mental is really important in Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough when you have to not be able to carry through each round, and it's also tough that it's Seneca having the tech problems because they're the ones doing so well right now.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up that momentum when you're doing really well in a game, only to have to keep pausing it because of your own technical issues.
Yeah. So definitely not intentional here.
No.
Yeah.
If you're already winning, you really don't have to mess with the heads of your.
Maybe some mouse issues coming out. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it's been a rough one to start.
Yeah, I'm hoping that later in the games, or as long as these issues are resolved, that it will go much smoother once these are resolved. It does seem that they are keeping like pretty good like morale with each other in chat, not even just with their own teams, but all together trying to keep that like lightheartedness even if they're opponents.
I do want to highlight the calling again from Seneca. They've made some really great reads so far. There's been a lot of info starving, a lot of slow post-ups outside of A to try to pull rotates over and then pivoting over to C. I like what they've done with the Cypher this far. Found some great conversions on lurks. Worked out in round one, maybe due to a technical issue, but coming in from an angle that was unexpected and winning the pistol round. And again, converting really strongly on round 3, I believe, where they got 2 from that lurk. And they've been able to keep that up. So IGL converting well to this point, a bit of a gap, but it's hard. When you're defending on Haven, there's so many different lanes that you can poke and prod through, so many different places that you can, take space in and cause problems.
For sure, flanking is definitely an issue because you can come from any site for pretty much.
Yeah.
I really like how Seneca is doing their post plant as well. I think that they have a pretty strong post plant, even if it doesn't last as long. I think that the way they set up and the way that every player is positioned is very, very good.
Yeah, they have a lot to deny. The defusal on the spike. You have the breach aftershock. You have the shock darts from Sova. You have this Cypher cam to just keep pinging people to make it so that's really easy to spam. And then obviously the Hunter's Fury that Sova has up right now is massive in post plants. It can really, turn the tide here. But now we see both Sovas have that up, so can deny plant as well. It's a great tool and I think very important in this match. And it's not surprising that Sova's on both sides. I think it's one of besides the Cypher, Cypher and I mean the standard here is the Cypher, the Sova, and the Omen, but where it differs heavily is with the duelist and initiator picks.
Yeah, and they're both very important. Going double duelist and double initiator on this map, both I can see for making space and getting information when you're trying to enter a site.
Yeah, I think this map, again, is very retake heavy, so having access to a lot of flashes has always been very favorable. I think back in the day, there was like a quadruple flash comp that was floating around. And it's also like why this map is one of the only maps where you might even see a Phoenix played. It's one of his only strong maps in the pool anymore. But I think the Yoru helps do that. I'm not sure where the ISO fits in, but I think it's just the fact that Frax can just get his kills, and it just works out so well for him.
I think that Frax is just a very strong player, and that using those shields is very good for them, and being able to keep playing even if you get hit or someone else on the other team also has like a really good headshot rate. You have that shield to kind of protect you and get those kills.
4 ults now, though, on the side of Seneca. They're going to kind of just snowball. They have a great economy. You're only seeing Kean with sheriffs and light shields going into this round, so a bit tough for them to respond. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. The Cypher ult and the Omen ult aren't traditionally the most influential on a round. Cypher ult did see a buff in recent patches, getting 2 pings instead of 1, which makes it, a little bit more useful. But, you gotta talk about it, though. Like, if they continue to just win round after round and break this economy of Kean, and if Kean isn't careful with their spending, you could easily see a very, very, very strong first half here from Seneca.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that the Cypher ult especially is very good on retake to know where every player is, holding what angle. But beyond that, when you're attacking, it's not as useful unless you get a pick early on. As well as if we're talking about Omen ult for attackers, it's very good to retrieve a spike that has been lost or switch sites last second and plant and force a retake that they may not have been expecting or ready to do.
Yeah, I actually do think that Omen ult on this map is a bit stronger than most others, seeing that you can just rotate from A to C in an instant, especially since it's really hard to plant attackers on every map. So the pivoting and setting up a post plant into like a Sova ult is really, really strong, and it does allow for a lot of pop-off hero plays from your controller players. We haven't seen a ton from Agumi and from the controller player on the side of Seneca up to this point. It's mostly just been the duelist running the show, which is what you normally see. But
Especially early on.
Yeah, especially early on. But I'm expecting some clutches from those controllers as we move on.
Definitely. I think that especially controller players are especially important, and you don't see them nearly as often as you would think, especially with how important they are. But I think that, we're starting again.
Yeah, there we go. We're finally back into it. Let's go. Round number 6 underway. Jacob just walking all the way down C-Long, but there's 2 waiting for him here. I think they've picked up. The jump peak is nasty, and they get 2 off of it.
Yeah, when you push up C-Long, you really have to be careful, and you haven't heard anything from anyone else, and they're already planting, having freed up C site, while everyone else is running from B and A. Looks like Omen is going for a flank from their spawn.
What a read on the aggression there from the side of Seneca. This IGLing has been insane up to this point. Cypher playing in a good spot here.
Omen goes unnoticed by Cypher, though.
Yes, there's a little bit of a gap in the vision. You got 2 coming in from Garage with Sheriffs. At least going to try to find a kill here. There's 1 from Frax. 1 from Nindu. It's looking scary now. 2v2, but time is low.
With very little time to defuse and still 2 people alive, unable to make that defuse.
Got a bit nervous at the end there for Seneca, but able to pull through. Agumi was able to pick up a rifle, which is pretty big for their economy.
Yeah. Especially with their, losing 5 rounds, definitely gotta have to take what you can get when it comes to guns.
But now 5 ults on the side of Seneca. This is a scary round here. I could see a lot of ults coming out. I think if we don't see a win here from Kean, it could be a long, long defender side half incoming.
Definitely. They have to kind of get what they can here, take their picks, swing together, play those smart rounds. You have an operator.
Yeah, held by an op. It's the pick too on Garage on the Lurker. Good communication from the Cypher. But they're on site now. Plants coming down from the breach.
Definitely don't want to lose that op though, so pulling out might have been probably the best option there.
Cypher ult reveals a lurk. Pick from Arakipe is huge. He gets 2
in Garage before eventually getting taken out by Afro 6.
And with the Yori ult, they know exactly where everyone is, but Afro 6 is not going down quietly. Here's the footsteps from Jacob, but not aware of Nindu. Oh my gosh!
Flash out. A little bit of a roundabout.
Knows where the last player is. Oh my god!
Within 4K.
Afro 6, massive clutch conversion, getting a 4K in a 4v2 situation.
Econ definitely struggling on the side of Kean.
That was a heavily invested round ult-wise too. That was 3 ults coming down from the side of Kean, and not a single one being used by Seneca. I mean, it's dire straits here now for Kean University. It's not looking too hot.
Yeah, and while it is attacker side heavy, definitely got those benefits. It's definitely taking a toll on Kean.
Breaking them.
Frax again, just looking for this ego swing. Gone with this play every single time. I wouldn't be surprised though if Seneca figures out how to adjust.
And they do.
Just
Able to
taking the
read that
duel.
play.
Gun advantage, leading to the win there for Cosmic.
Getting the Cypher ult to know that there's a player on every site, but only one.
Cosmic again with another pick. Free site now for Seneca University in a 2v5 situation. The Sova looking to move up through grass. We trying to find a late
Know where Jet
alert.
is.
Oh my
Blinded.
gosh. Cosmic, another massive round in a 3K. Just great entry and great capitalization after the plant too from Cosmic.
Definitely getting those picks and moving on from going to heaven down to get a bit of a flank on these defenders trying to retake.
Seneca looking unstoppable so far, and JP wisely calling a timeout for Kean University. They need to figure out how to regroup and talk through this defense side. The IGLing on the side of Seneca has just been too strong to this point, and mentally it's got to be tough. You know, dropping I think 5 or 6 rounds in a row now.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you
think
want.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just looking at the scoreboard that was just up on the screen. That not too far off from each other. Having those the 2 top players be only 1 kill apart, and same thing for second place, and then getting there kind of towards the bottom of the scoreboard, getting a little bit of that difference, seeing that difference. But overall, a pretty solid matchup, even though Seneca is very much having a much longer or much better time with their attacking.
Yeah, and you can't feel too bad if you're Kean. There's been a lot of very close rounds on defense, and just sheer clutch factor coming out from multiple players on Seneca Polytechnic, pulling them over the line. We saw the 3K from Aki, we saw the 4K from Afro 6 in that 4v2. It's been tough, and it's got to be mentally draining to know that you have these advantages and just see them slip away round after round.
Yeah.
But strong, fast execution coming out from it. Seneca dash over the wire.
Rotate.
It's a big clash on site. They're going for the flood rather than trying to play the retake, and it's working out for Frax as he grabs 2, now 3.
3v1. Get that, rushing that and being able to make those quick rotations is really good is working out really well for them this round.
And not getting the 4th Aki in a 1v2 now, knows where this looking for the 2nd and 3rd player, but they wisely are regrouping here in CT. Spike's still down on site.
And Aki does have only 30 health left, while the other 2 seem to be at full health.
Howl drone clearing garage, but not spotting Aki on site.
And Aki also not grabbing Spike yet. And there he grabs it. And pushing right up into both of them though.
He needs to get the kill here. He finds one. Trade not there.
The other.
30 seconds left.
Has all the info he needs, but Afro 6 going fast.
Coming in from garage and he doesn't hear him.
Or sorry, Nindu, not Afro 6. And there it is. Finally a round back here.
That must really feel good. That timeout probably messed up a bit of the emotions that Seneca was getting. Definitely a good time. Whatever happened in that timeout definitely helped them.
Yeah, I mean, they regrouped, they got their round back, and it's looking a little bit brighter for them now. Ult economy's coming back online slowly, but Seneca still has a lot of ults to use. It's been very interesting to see how long they've been holding on to them. I mean, it's a bit wasteful at this point. I think that breach ult's been up since round 3 or 4. We're sitting at round 10 now.
Yeah, definitely. I know that sometimes you get those, you don't want to use them if you don't need to, and I mean, so far it's worked out pretty well for them, but you could be getting more ults at this point with all the kills they've been getting.
Yeah, just give yourself an easier time. Make sure you use those ults, get that, just make sure you're farming those orbs. There's plenty of orbs to be had on Haven as well.
Oh, with a shorty. Don't know why Cosmic Dusk had their shorty out in the middle of the ISO ult, but
who's not complaining? Frax, as he gets his first kill, and they have another advantage early on in this round, but we've seen advantages slip away. Breach
pulling out.
Ult is
Spike planted.
there. Rolling Thunder.
Seeing a bit of
Pivot
Cypher.
towards garage, ready for this retake. Waiting for the and there it goes.
And it does help get both Jokov and Arkipe.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
So now a 4v2 situation, really tough here for Kean University. So they're gonna opt to save. Economy's still
Definitely.
pretty low for them.
Definitely good for their econ to save right here, even if it does bring them, you know, doesn't get that second win in a row. Though they are being chased by Aki. Carefully, but
Here.
Indeed, you can definitely hear the footsteps, probably communicating that to his teammate. So no conflict at the end of that round.
yeah, and we're heading into, is this the final round, I think? Or next round's final round, second to last round of the half.
Yes, this should do.
I think Kean needs another round or two here to feel at least confident and be able to come back in the second half.
Standing ahead.
There's always that 9-3 curse the Valorant players talk about coming up sooner if they could get at least one more win.
Well, on such an attack-sided map such as Haven as well, it's very, very real.
Yeah,
We're seeing playing off-site here this time. Kean making a different adjustment. Bunch of util coming out from Seneca, but no one's home. The plant will go down for free, but Nindu caught with the Sova dart out. Gets picked off.
pushing
Big
outwards
ult
with that
gone.
double tap active. But
Frax.
slowly losing it.
Good flash there. Near sight from the Omen. Gets an assist. And a flash out dodged by Frax. 4 on the round. Just the Sova ult. And there's the ace. Frax going massive.
With that double tap definitely keeping it and keeping him going with that. Helping him out with the flashes when he was blinded.
Been the star player for Kean up to this point, and he shows it there, dragging his team across the line. Some great setup play from the Omen to start him off, but sheer skill and brilliance from Frax. Still, relying on these hero plays to pick up rounds is not sustainable. I mean, maybe it is if Frax is playing that well.
Consistently being able to play that well, though, but that still then puts a lot of pressure on one player and then puts a massive target on that player's back.
Get out of my way.
Early
Getting some
read.
information,
Yeah.
but then rotating towards C.
Playing offsite again. All these players stacked on B. I think this is the wrong call. Oh, there we go. Kill contract out. Sushi
And
goes
able to
down.
get the kill.
Frax is, I think, 3 for 3 now on kill contracts with his ult.
Yes, and they're reading the Aki flank.
Aki still gets 1 off of it. So
They are
even
pushing B, even though A site was clear. Not that they knew that.
they're gonna rotate now towards garage.
Deploying drone.
Cypher trip. They know it's there, so they'll try to clear it with the owl drone.
Tripwire destroyed.
And they're definitely playing it safe this round. It's a 3v3. Both sides losing 2 players.
Cypher Cam catching the jet out, and a pick from Jacob. Caught with his ult out, but it doesn't matter, and there we go. Clean pickup there, preventing the plant from ever going down, and that's 4 rounds for Kean. Great way to end the half.
Definitely with 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that's some momentum now going in their attacking side. Should be their stronger side. It is a double duelist comp. So you get that Haven attack-sidedness, and also the fact that you're running double duelist. You weren't really supposed to do too well on defense, and getting 4 rounds seems reasonable.
Yeah.
It seems very doable from them on this attacking side, but I think they need to get this pistol round. It'll matter a lot, so let's see what kind of strats they come up with here. See some
Definitely.
ping going out on
With
Seward.
Frax with 19 kills.
Yeah.
Definitely the MVP of this game so far.
Yeah, that's more than double anybody else on his team. But
Yeah. definitely relying a little bit on Frax, which when it works, I mean, can't complain when it's working, but definitely focusing on Frax and relying on his plays.
Fast playing to be here after or shock from Muku, slowing down things just a little bit, allowing players to get towards those lanes on CT.
Frax watching backside. Careful of anyone lurking back there.
I haven't actually seen a plant go down on B site up to this point, so this will be new. And all this util dump coming out from Seneca is netting them so many kills. Breach being massive this round for them.
Getting a kill, a pick, and Garage, and making it a, well, what had been a 4v3, and now back to a 1v4.
Nindu gets one though, but there's Cosmic Dust cleaning up the round. That's pistol in favor of Seneca, and now a decent lead for them, and they can kind of just run away with this one if they get a good follow-up on the pistol. It's their buy round. Do you think Kean here needs to force?
I'm not sure. I think that forcing might be a smart idea, but at the same time, with how consistently Frax is playing well with the Sheriff, they may not need to.
And I think you're aligned with what they're going with. Looks like Frax is buying a Deagle this round, but that's about it. The Sheriff will be in his hands, and it's been a trusty weapon for him up to this point. You see the Outlaw. It's a one-shot kill if it lands on the body.
Especially with no shields in this round, or the very limited shields. Martial Outlaw can be very lethal when you've lost the first round, pistol round.
Yoru successfully working himself up a short.
Still being watched by Cosmic Dusk. But they are pushing.
Walking up. It's getting a little bit sketchy. See if they clear this close corner.
They are definitely trying.
There it
They're
is.
able to get it. Slow plays from
Yeah,
Kean.
Info denial, but that's over there. It's going to reveal a lot. There it is. The ping's out too. Confirms gunshots from another. They know where.
Little low aiming from Cosmic Dusk, but definitely worked out in their favor.
Muku gets a kill with the aftershock. And that's a clean round.
A 3k from Cosmic Dusk, definitely pulling a lot of the weight with that Outlaw.
Yeah, it's such a great gun when you're going against someone with low economy.
Definitely.
And they get to carry it into this round too. It's still a 2-shot if you hit both shots to the body. So has value in these later rounds.
Definitely, especially even if it's the early later rounds, and when you're definitely trying to combat that econ, it's definitely useful.
But it's a mountain to climb now for Kean. I mean, not a single kill on their eco means that economy is going to be amazing for
Just a little
Seneca.
delayed with that.
Yeah, he was flashed out. Somehow didn't get picked off though.
Definitely good for them.
Sushi playing close in this smoke. Spam through the door. Does a bit of damage. And there's a pick from Arequipe. And maybe it's now some momentum. They're going to capitalize off this fast, trying to get onto the A site. Muku? Going
And they
towards
are able
heaven.
to take sight, even
Realizing
if they
it's
don't
smoked
have
off.
plant.
One way as well for CT, so it's going to delay this push. It's going to be a full-on retake here for Seneca. And a cage as well. It's really tough to break into this site.
Definitely. They also taught 4v5, which isn't too bad of too big of an advantage, but definitely an advantage nonetheless.
Stun comes out. And a good pick from Frax with the Marshall. Agumi following suit. Frax flashed off, has to tuck. Aki fully out now. Agumi sitting in the smoke with a shorty, gets one.
And
Big
able
round
to-
from Agumi.
Yes, definitely. They're able to push through and hopefully get that momentum moving once again.
Yeah, only losing one gun that round, only one death on the side of Kean, so not the worst.
A bit of trading guns.
Yeah, they picked up the Outlaw.
Definitely still keeping with that, thinking that they might be able to push through.
but should be full rifles now on the side of Seneca. And
Yeah.
that's pretty scary. I think this is a big round.
They are definitely a solid team, one that you really don't want to face when they are full shields, full rifle buys.
I think if you want the comeback, to be honest, if you're a Kean believer, this needs to go extremely well for them. And they're on site. Good util out. Jacob getting back sight. But
Able to make
Traded.
a trade.
Sushi, though, gets a free kill on Frax, and the bomb isn't down, so rotates are going fast. They're going to be in a bit of a tight spot. Nindu picking up Cosmic Dust, trading out the Cypher.
We are in a 2v3 situation as they're rotating towards A. Probably able to hear those footsteps in sewer.
Yeah, Afro6 is well aware of where his team is going. Let's see if he tries to take the early engagement. Just misses the timing. So now waiting for his teammates. Aldrone going to head towards CT.
Able to
And
deny
here comes
that.
the retake. Gumi gets one through the box. Just can't find the second Nindu though. It's a 1v1 and gets
Gets
it.
it.
Huge
Good
clutch
free kill.
there. Hope's alive still for Kean.
Definitely 6-10 is definitely winnable on Haven as attackers.
Yeah, now you got
And-
this eco round coming out too.
That's where if they still have the outlaw, it could definitely be helpful here.
I also think that Kane's ults are a lot more impactful, especially if Frax is getting every kill when he uses kill contract, or with Yoru dimensional drift, just getting some nice info. Really helpful for entering site.
Yeah, taking those 1v1s is very good for Frax. Being able to hit those shots very consistently.
So if this ult economy gets built up and they're going for the orb, Jacob doesn't get punished. And now that ult's coming out, he's going to clear the entirety of C's site, and Arequipe lurking back gets one, but Sushi's going to be able to grab that rifle, so...
Able to get a lot of information from backside and yet still get back to a safe location.
Jacob aware of where two players are, and they know where the Omen is based on that engagement earlier, so info in the hands of Kean. Let's see if they can hold now. Aldrone spots one. Afro6 looking for the pick, trying to catch out the Omen, throwing a smoke. They get two!
2v3 post plant.
One enemy remaining.
But Ogumi and Frax holding it down, and there we go. It got scary. But they're able to hold down site, secure the round. And now they're within 3.
Yeah, that definitely gives them this momentum advantage that they're definitely seeing. And seeing where the attack heavy, how really attack heavy this map is.
Seneca only able to grab the pistol and their buy round off the pistol, so not been great for them so far. I think, when do you call the timeout here if you're Seneca's coach?
I think when they're really starting to get up there, one away from getting tying up the game.
Mm.
Kean is definitely putting pressure on Seneca now.
Aki gonna smoked off.
Reeves
Wired.
might be a clone and wisely doesn't shoot.
Here comes the kill contract. Aki versus Frax. Oh, he loses!
Doesn't get it.
Makes the retake that much easier now for Seneca. Who's going to take the first step in, though?
Back with a sniper
We
rifle.
take smoke out. First pick for Muko on Arequipe. Drop from heaven, Aki. And now it's a 1v5 with a Sova ult. Gets one, but not able to do enough. Great retake there. I think it kind of came down to Frax losing that 1v1 with his ult. That's how it goes.
And also with Cosmic Duck with the operator, definitely keeping a hold on that may be important later on.
Yeah, the op is so huge on Haven. You can just shut down an entire lane by yourself if you're skilled enough with it. And on a 3-lane map, that is massive. It's just something you don't have to worry about. You can stack your other sites more carefully, and it's huge. So
it's something you really have to consider as an attacker. You know, making those plays and having to consider now the operator as a very big disadvantage to you.
think that Kean will know where this op is most likely placed. Often played on C long, so they're gonna look elsewhere, poking and prodding into B. Dorclin goes out, gets pinged by the Sova dart. Real entry begins now. Frax with one pick, but Muku
Sushi
trading it
able to
out.
get that trade with getting Frax out of the way.
Give me a call.
So it's a 3v3 situation. Ult from Aki comes out. It'll spot all three players, noting them all grass. So sight is in the control now of Seneca. But it's very easy to spam the bomb from this position. First ping goes down. Sushi in an awkward spot. Spotted out. All right, 11 health. Gets 2 on the Colette! Jacob goes down to the classic massive round. And that's 12 on the board now in heartbreaking fashion for Seneca. Brutal round to lose.
Definitely. Seneca knows what they're doing and was able to break that momentum and getting their own momentum back this time, winning 2 in a row.
So now it's probably an eco round. You gotta force what you can if you are Kean, but it's almost impossible. You know, the aftershock, or sorry, not the aftershock, the rolling thunder is in the hands of the breach, making retake that much easier.
And the operator they still have were not able to, you know, get away from the jet, the cosmic dusk, and no mistakes can be made from this point on.
But they're gonna try to take out Muku early. Muku is wisely getting off site, has the rolling thunder out. Good shock dart from the Sova doing some damage on the planner.
All of them pulling off of site, which is a very fair play on site B site, able to see that plant even from off site.
Looking to push out through garage this time, try to engage with these people in grass. The rolling thunder now. Here comes the aggression.
Not able to see, not clearing the right corner.
And Frax with 3! You call on his name and he shows up, keeping Kean in this one.
Definitely feeling that
Huge round.
pressure and definitely being able to you know, come up to the call.
Yeah, turned up when his name was called upon. And this B site hit is working for the most part. They've gotten plant down every single time. And the rolling thunder now is gone for Seneca. So their best retake tool is off the board, which is a huge step towards this comeback for Kean. A sigh of relief as well for surviving that round.
Definitely. Getting rid of that, like their like their key retake, especially on such an attack heavy site, is a really big win for Kean here.
Whole 5-man push coming down now through grass. And in response, Kean just sprints towards this A site.
It's definitely almost a desperate sort of strategy, but one that did pay off.
Yeah, and now you got this 5-5-5 retake though. Both lanes, flank and CT, are covered. I like where this Omen is positioned. He's worked his way up heaven. Jacob getting one, Frax with another. Jacob getting traded though.
And Frax also going down by Cosmic Dusk.
Cosmic Dust, almost a big round. Unswings just in time. A Gumi with 2 though.
Very little time. And
there we
to
go.
take that round back. Definitely going back into the swing of things, getting that momentum back.
But a bit of a half buy there. That's your copium if you are Seneca right now.
And here comes the timeout.
Decide to take the timeout though. They feel the momentum slipping away.
Yeah, with that, they still only Kean only needs to make one mistake though, and then the game goes to Seneca. So definitely both sides feeling that this timeout was probably good for both of them, being able to talk through strategies and either try to keep that momentum or take it back from them.
I mean, we've already talked about him already, but look at Frax. Almost at 30 kills so far in this game, at 27. Absolutely insane from the man.
Definitely.
Very strong. A lot more even on the side of Seneca. They've been splitting their kills pretty open up and down the scoreboard.
Yeah, definitely. Frax is the player to pay attention to on Kane's team. Not to say that the other players aren't doing well. It's definitely dropping a good amount of kills and getting those 3Ks all around.
Well, I've loved the supporting utility coming out from Kean.
Definitely.
The Omen's been really great, throwing out the blinds, the nearsighted.
Definitely,
really good.
And for Omen, like the blinds that Omen has is definitely useful and can sometimes go overlooked by a lot of controller players. So it's very good to see that Kane's Omen is definitely not holding back with his
Yeah.
blinds.
Yeah, again, we didn't highlight this, but the ult economy now is fantastic
Yeah.
for Kean. They got all 5 on the board. They're going to use the Yoru one to get them onto site.
See that site's clear, so they're going to push.
Yeah, they're
very
looking
early.
for this 5v5 retake. But Yoru's playing it all the way in flank. They're not expecting he gets 1 for free and then gets entirely out. That's that power of that Yoru.
Yeah. They also once again are pulling off of site again, making them probably waste util where there is no reason to be using this util. Not that they know that.
Yeah, they don't really need to be on site. They can opt for spam, and they have a Sova ult in store. And another thing to note, that ISO ult can also pull people off his spike. It's a tough situation here. And there we go. We see it all come out. That ult
That was
from
a
the
little
ISO
close,
is
though.
there. It's a little sketchy, but Frax gets a kill on Muku anyways. Spike's halved, but it doesn't
And a
matter.
flawless round coming from Kean.
Jacob been a little bit quiet on the scoreboard up to this point, but goes big that round with a 3K. Open it up, getting a kill off his ult.
Hearing us talking about how Frax is very good, didn't want to let him have all the attention.
Yeah, come on, we could have 2-star duelists on this team. We don't just need the 1.
No, of course. You gotta pay attention to both duelists when, especially on attacking, making that room and seeing really what's going on, getting that information early on.
Heavy ult investment, though. It's important to note all 4 of the most crucial ults from Kean were used. I think that's because they were expecting it to be an equal buy round, and they wanted to force another economy advantage going into this one. It makes it a lot easier for them moving forward.
Definitely pushing B now, and not seeing anyone. No one's on site right now, but definitely holding that.
Oh my
Cosmic Dusk getting the pick.
corner's
Maybe
not
two.
cleared. Free kill. And they don't clear the corner again. He gets another one, but we're still even here. Muku finds Jacob.
And now we're at 2v3. The pressure is definitely on with Sova having very little HP now.
Yendu in a tough situation. Swing out from heaven. He gets 1 Frax, but traded out. And there it is. That's the secured kill from Sushi. That's going to be map number 1 going in the favor of Seneca.
Definitely a
Polytechnic.
close match.
A banger match to start us off, but we are in a best of 3. We got at least 1 more map coming your way, and it's heading to Ascent.
Yes, that was definitely a match that what could have gone either way, especially towards the end there. The beginning was a bit rocky, both technically and on the side of Kean, but they pulled it back. And ultimately they didn't win, but they definitely put up a really good fight.
He got a feel for Frax. I mean, he was playing out of his mind that game, ended up with 28 kills, but something like that, around that. It was
Nearly
insanity
30
from him.
kills.
Yeah, insanity.
Mm-hmm.
But the team play from Seneca pulling through.
Definitely. They did seem to have a lot of communication and have that sort of very...
So I think just for both our sake and the player's sake, we might throw to a quick break in just a second here. So stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And we'll be back here live with more gameplay soon. We'll be on map 2, Ascent. Seneca versus Kean. I'm excited for more action.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a little bit.
On my mark.
Here. Here.
One enemy remaining.
Scanning ahead.
They're all dead? I have more tests to run. Here.
Scanning ahead.
One enemy remaining.
Here. Anticipated. Where are we going this time? Remember what worked in the past. Here.
Here.
Okay. Whoops. All right. Well, we've been casting the last 2 rounds beautifully. I might say probably the best casting you've ever heard and you ever will hear. But you'll never know.
Yeah. Unfortunately. You know,
Bless
technical
your
difficulties on the
ears.
player side, technical difficulties on the caster side. You know, it happens. It happens.
But we're here now. Our beautiful voices are back to entertain you. And we're at a 2-0 lead here for Kean. Already down a member.
Mm-hmm.
Try to push through mid early.
Terminated.
But Jacob
Placing swarm grenade.
responding. Can't get the second. Spam through the smoke comes for Rocky.
Jacob has been playing very well in this game so far. Definitely a key player, taking out that flank last round, and now this round, you know, pushing forward onto the A site, or B site.
Smart smoke from Izagumi just lets them peek and sneak through onto site. But all 3 members surviving. Now going to have to fight for their lives to win this post plant. Aldrone comes out, pings 1. Good pickup from Nindu. Another one from Arakipe. Flash out from Muku.
One enemy
is huge. Results in 2 kills, but Agumi
6
finds a pick.
bullets.
It's a 1v1.
Cover going out.
The fake TP outplay overcooked. Muku reads it all the way, gets a free pick, and gets the round, but a lot of economy damage coming out from Kean. Can't be too upset with it. It was a 3v5 retake.
He did very well, once again, with that util playing a big part of it.
It's a positive start here for this attacking half for Kean. It's looked a lot better.
And as we were saying before, when our voices weren't live, but they definitely know their map. Choosing attackers seems to be working out for them. At least at the time it had been. Now they're 1 point away, but still early game.
Cosmic Dust looking for this early peek again. The updraft over the top, not spotting them. So Cosmic playing in wine. Can go huge here. Gets 1, gets 2. Can he find the 30? He does!
Down A.
And the duelist Frax cut off from the rest of the team. There's 4K. KJ stranded all alone in mid. Mountain to climb here. It's going to be almost borderline impossible. I'm sure Cosmic looking for that ace. And there it is!
Early.
Second ace of the series. 1 for Frax now, 1 for Cosmic. Massive game for him. Just slipping through the cracks, finding his way into wine. Some good trigger discipline and some fine aim.
Definitely, and some util from his teammates helping him out with that last kill, blinding.
Yeah, I got a little bit whiff heavy there, but Muku with a nice flash through.
You really blame him after getting that.
Yeah. So, Cosmic firing on all cylinders up to this point. Gonna take the ego swing again. They're gonna be aware this time. Good
Getting
stun.
hit with that breach stun is definitely powerful in stopping pushes.
Frax walking all the way up into tree. Teleport to play some audio cues. We tempt that jet to stay around. And it allows Frax to get through and get that pick in tree. Gumi though.
Cosmic Duck to get another pick with a Gumi.
Frax, huge kill, gets a second. And now it's a 4v2 on their eco. Sushi peeking out. Finds a decent timing but can't land the shots. Now it's awkward for Jacob. Cut up from the rest of this team. Tries to escape and he does. I don't even think Sushi notices. So now
The KO ult. And Frax
Frax.
getting that kill.
Frax seeing the performance put on by Cosmic, responding in kind. Looking for 4, can't find it. Sushi gets 1, but Jacob is directly behind, spots him out. Sushi maybe has a path to escape, maybe just looking to save instead now. And it's going to be able to.
Definitely good for their econ getting at least 1 gun. They're not doing too poorly with econ though, since they've won 2 rounds now. Losing that momentum a little bit, but definitely keeping that gun.
Yeah, but great thrifty round there from Kean. It's been a very, very strong attacking side. They've looked very convincing. The utility's been fantastic. And of course, can't give enough praise to Frax. He's been massive in game 1 for this team, and he's looking like he's carrying that through game 2. 2 huge picks to open the round, secures a 3rd, and is the reason why they got it. So,
and as I mentioned, I don't remember if I was on cast for this or not, but Jacob definitely pulling his own weight this round, getting those picks off early.
Cosmic Dust though just gonna go out and swing all the way towards mid with that op. Good entry early. Frax trading off Aki, or trading off Nendu, I should say. After 6 though, gets 1. It's gonna be a 4v3 now. The Sova on barely any HP. This op, not the best for retake. The Hunter's Fury comes out, doesn't land.
Spike planted.
Plant is down.
Deploying drone.
Definitely playing it cautious this time with their retake.
KJ playing off-site. You're looking for some mollies on bomb to just delay the defusal.
Frax getting
Frax
2
gets 2!
for a 3K.
Oh my gosh.
Could be going for that counter ace.
I don't think they know Jacob is here. If he can find this timing. Oh my gosh, wait, never mind. Frax just doing it all by himself. That's 4 on the round. And there's the last pick by
Not willing to
Jacob.
risk it with that op.
I think Frax picking up the op himself, and why not, buddy?
Oh, that might be a dangerous combo.
Yeah, he's looked unstoppable up to this point. Frax is gaming 2 huge rounds in a row.
Yeah, almost getting that ace there, in contrast to Cosmic Dusk's ace.
The chats being big for both of these teams, but this is, again, I can't give enough praise. This attacking half looks so strong so far.
Get out of my way.
Chat whiffing all the knives. Cosmic somehow finds one on Muku, though.
Eventually getting it.
Big scramble in mid.
Remaining. Spike
Oh,
down mid.
very fast playing here. Getting a big fight in mid. The 1v3. And
they're-
gets it with the op.
Frax with the 3K. They just try to turn it up, bring the aggression early, see if they can catch him off pace. Didn't work out. So that's going to be another round in the favor of Kean. Sorry.
Definitely. Definitely their map. Knew something we didn't when they picked attackers first.
Yeah, it's been very good for them. And also to note, this wasn't their map pick. They picked side here.
Yeah.
So I guess you know, early on, you're not going to have a lot of info on the teams you're playing against. There's not a lot of footage. So accidentally playing in a trap, maybe the Seneca. It looks like, I mean, if things keep going their way, it just looks like a trade on map picks. Cosmic Dust losing the operator 1v1 to Frax.
Yeah, Frax definitely winning that op fight there mid.
Aki trying to find a timing, maybe get a pick on Frax, and he does. Gets away too with his life. That's huge.
Taking that op out early round is definitely very good and tying it back up, but picks back up the op and is juggling it.
Yeah, don't want to give that away for free. That smoke being put up now actually allows Aki to get away. I don't think they knew that he was pinned, but still trying to maintain this mid control. Setup is for B main. That's exactly where Kean is heading.
Yeah, definitely a slow push with the KJ ult. Potentially, yeah, KJ ult pushing them back,
Revealing area.
but also revealing exactly what their plan is.
Yeah, that KJ U2 also prevents them from running on site too early, and Aki's got a nice spot here. Just spamming, smoked off.
30 seconds left.
And they get to sit out the entire KJ ult, and they still haven't gone on to site. This is disastrous for Kean.
Wait, is almost a wasted ult at this point. Not able to, just giving away exactly what their plan is and not even getting on site, but with Spike down and the ult, counter ult.
It's tough, and Ninja did find 2, and Arequipe is just unknown right now. Could find a massive pick here. Gets the lockdown destroyed and gets the pick. It's everything that they needed and more. Agumi now in the 1v1 clutch situation. Here's the drop. Doesn't land the shots. Jiggle peeking. Knows where Aki is.
KJ is low.
And the
but
shot
able
from
to
Aki
get
is
it.
true!
Very low
Huge!
HP, but able to make that shot.
Massive pickup there for Seneca.
Able
Lot
to
of ult
grab that.
investments there, and they win that round.
Yeah, it's especially rough for their econ, but you know, doing good now since they probably can make it a full buy.
Turret out. Placing swamp grenade.
Yeah, it's been a heater so far. It's been a lot of blows back and forth in that round. I think it's been kind of an exclamation point on this series. It's looked like that all the way through. Hero play after hero play. Sometimes, you know, your Sentinel just has to lock it down, and they did it there.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a blind fire here on the Hunter's Fury coming out from Kean, not finding anything at all.
Definitely early.
I think they were trying to play off the fact that Cosmic Dust has been peeking there with the op most rounds.
Did get hit, but didn't get killed. Low.
A dart mid, maybe trying to fake a split push here. But it's all
Definitely slow
very, very
moving.
slow. Looking for some audio. See another smoke towards mid. Really trying to throw in this mix up here. Try to convince them that this is a mid split B, and just slowly rotating players towards A.
Still 3 players holding A and tree.
Yeah, Seneca's not falling it for it whatsoever. The execution's lined up and ready. Could see some clash here from Arquipe, but he's got 2 people in front of him. Cosmic with a rifle.
30
Gonna hear
seconds
one
left.
though.
Definitely time crunch at this point. Have to push.
Smoke fades. Arquipe spotted. Cosmic cleans it up. Gets another 2 on Jacob. And Afro 6 with 2 more.
Aiden.
Nindu though. Gets 2 huge picks. Doesn't matter. Sushi
pushes through.
pushes through the door, gets the final kill, and secures the round. Another massive one from Cosmic.
Closing that gap. Getting their econ back up. Gotta love the plays by both teams, trying their best to outsmart each other or just hold down the fort.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive. Here.
Alright, looks like heavy B presence this round. All just heading straight into Garage, and there goes the no
KO.
command.
So
Still a lot of hesitation. There's 2 in back sight. I don't know if they're aware of this. The spam comes through. Frax finds
able to
one,
get
almost
one.
gets another.
able to
Gumi.
be traded.
Yeah, that's a good trade there. Numbers advantage now. Spam through the wall. Sushi, though, finds Jacob.
She is
1v3.
low, less than half health.
A lot to do, but Arkeep is on like 2 health. They seize the barrel. He spams the wall, but it doesn't go through. Yeah,
He will
smart
spam the
play.
other
2 still posted up in Boathouse.
with full health and shields.
And a flash. It comes. Pop flashes out. Great util usage. Agumi gets a free kill. That's another round. It's been a while for Kean, but they get it one back. 6-4. I mean, 6 rounds on Ascent on attack is enough. You know,
Yeah.
especially if you're playing the single duelist comp. It's very, very strong on defense. This double initiator lets you get so much utility and be so flexible.
And timeout.
Yeah, I
from
think-
Seneca. I
I think Seneca's starting to see the writing on the wall. They understand they need to pick this up. If they don't grab the rest of these rounds, it's going to be a very, very, very long map for them.
Very difficult to get back on attacker side. Very difficult. And we wonder if they're able, if Kean is able to carry this over into defense. You know, while it is a defense-heavy map, you know they're definitely doing well, really, very well on attacker side. Can they keep it up while defending?
Yeah, their defense wasn't that great on Haven. It picked up near the end of that map, but early on, it took them a while to adjust. The IGLing coming out of Seneca was really, really stellar. But right now, it's kind of looked the opposite. You know, they've been able to walk circles around them in terms of, you know, finding sites, getting these fast executions. And the ult usage has also been a lot better from Kean on this map, not holding on to anything too long.
Definitely, definitely. And Frax, that strong player with 14 kills right now. Definitely good for them on offense, making room, entering site, and getting those picks.
Cosmic.
Frax able
Winning.
to get out Cosmic early.
It's another 1v1 for Frax over Cosmic, but traded up by Aki.
Yeah, definitely
Heavy
good to
mid
get both
presence.
those duelists out of the way early on. Heavy hitters of both teams.
Take flight.
Sushi holding this pixel here. Only with a sheriff. Aldrone comes up through mid. Players follow suit.
Pushes back. Drone does not see Sushi.
But noise made, they know he's there now.
Yeah,
The
that
fuck-
was made from a teammate.
Dart spots one. Good
Double
crossfire
hold
held
on
here though, so Sushi still
Sushi-
gets one though.
Yeah, it was traded before being
Player
traded.
standing.
Huge
3v1.
point though.
2v1
2v1 now.
and
Our
low
keeper has got
health.
great positioning. Muku knows
Player standing.
where he is, gets the pick. It's a 1v1 situation, and an ult
With the
comes
ult
out.
Retake. Definitely
And-
a good play.
Secure the round, use the ult, get what you can. That's a big round from Muku. 3k on the board. Big
Definitely
clutch.
the benefit of breach. Being able to use that ult right there and stun the last player.
Last round. before
Yeah, I mean the retake potential is huge. That's why you saw it on Haven, and you know you don't usually play a ton of retake on Ascent, but in that situation it worked out well.
Definitely. Frax with the ult, able to ult here.
Here.
Very good for econ when, you know, you've lost a round.
Seneca looking for a 6-6 half here. Wouldn't be the worst.
Especially going into attacking afterwards.
Get out of my way.
Oh wait, no. Ha!
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
not.
it's all good.
Lock in sight.
Alarm bot gonna spot them mid. It's the second time they've gone with this mid push. Didn't work out for them too well last time, but it's a lot faster. Pace has kicked up here. Everybody off site for Seneca. Gonna play full retake. No ults on either side.
Enemy
Outside of the
Frax has ult activated, but otherwise
Yeah.
no new ones. Not a very defensive ult though. To hold down site.
it's a 5v5 retake. Almost everybody full HP.
Pushing from mid mainly. And only one from CT.
Or keep a sitting giraffe. Might go huge here. He gets one, gets two before he's traded out.
Making it at 3v4. Oh, 3v3, able to Cosmic Dusk, able to
One
tie it
enemy
up.
remaining.
They're just picking up on these positionings. 90 with a Vector and not able to do it. Cosmic with 3 that round. Clean retake from top to bottom. Dismantling Kean.
Able to tie up this game 6-6 for the half.
Switching
Seneca, though,
sides.
had a lot more momentum going into this now. They've won a lot of rounds in a row. They've looked a lot better, a lot cleaner.
Definitely getting back into that motion.
Yeah, and the communication between them since that timeout has been really, really solid. The game plan has looked convincing. The utility usage is back to what we saw in game number 1. And I'm hoping to see more as they go into this attacking half.
Yeah, definitely. Having that sort of, it's definitely anyone's game at this point. Still.
Seeing a more traditional defense setup here from Kean. Got the KO and the Omen on A. Jet's going to be playing mid, and Sova and KJ locking down B.
And that KJ is definitely a very lethal player to be there on A site. Or B site, any site really.
But if you are Seneca, the advantage here is that you've played probably against this so many times, both in your ranked games and your competitive games. Know what to expect. So what do you have prepared for it?
Exactly.
Play off. Sova already rotating over. Feeling the pressure. Dash comes out from the Jet. Realize sight is free. Arquipe spamming just a little bit, but nothing more than that.
Spike planted.
Sovadar's going to clear some of heaven.
Breaking
Here we
of
go.
that window, definitely an audio cue for those on site.
Another 5v5 retake. 3 playing hell. Indu gets 1. Flash out
Blinded.
from Muku, but it doesn't matter. Agumi gets 2 off of that before being traded. Afro 6 going huge as well.
Player standing.
Cosmic Dusk never to find it, but not enough. Too low
Arquipe
health.
cleaning up the round. Feeding the ult orb
Thanks.
to himself. Because why not?
Getting that Silva ult online early would definitely be good.
And that's another pistol in the favor of Kean, grabbing both pistols on this map.
Seems to be a very strong team on this map.
I'm not sure what the pistol strat was, though. Very weird setup after on the post play. They had 3 sitting hell. I like the idea of Muku trying to flash for them coming out of A main, but didn't seem to matter.
Seems to
I
be
didn't
too pinched down there. A little
Yeah.
cornered.
Keep up. Here.
Breach stun comes out, shoves Agumi off the angle. Cosmic able to work up just a little bit.
A little bit of a split here, or at least a flank coming from their Omen.
Already see the Outlaw in the hands of Frax. Sure, we'll see a lot more scope of weapons in his arsenal this time around.
Yeah, that outlaw was lethal back in Haven. I think it was in Cosmic's hands though. Then unable to find that hit on Omen, and still less than half health for Cosmic.
Yeah, but that's gonna force some rotations over to this A site. Still though, if you are Seneca, you don't want to have to walk into this KJ setup. You know it's there. The lurk from your own KJ has moved up through Garage, but other than that, you don't really have any control over the map.
No, and Spike is still A site. And Nindo was able to get one on Afro 6, making it a 5. Oh, now a 3v4.
Nindu and Frax combining for some kills. This Outlaw doing what it's supposed to. So now you got this 2v5 situation.
Low health with Cosmic Dusk.
Honestly, just want to find like the Omen or somebody to die to, so at least when you die, you don't feed them some very good ult orbs.
Exactly. And hopefully a bit of an econ boost for everyone on your team.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Flawless.
There he goes, though. Frax gonna get that last kill. Flawless round on the buy.
Definitely seeing where this is a defense-heavy map.
Yeah.
Seeing that very clearly in this half.
Yeah, just not able to take any map control up to this point from Seneca, but also having some, having the econ eventually not there makes it a lot more tough. Looks like we're going into another tech pause. Aki's having some computer problems, so just a quick timeout while we restart that PC.
Yeah. And once again, Frax dominating the leaderboard at 17 kills, but this time Nindo is close behind.
Yeah, been very strong performance from them so far. Nindu's looked very, very good. The utility's also been very good.
Definitely. Both sides have been very good with their util. Though you do see it in this half. I said it before, but with the first 2 rounds, definitely defense heavy. Even getting that plant down and having the numbers, just being unable to get it.
Also see that the economy's not perfect here right now for Seneca.
No.
Which means that Outlaw from Frax could do a lot more work than he's probably expecting.
Yeah, with only 2 people with light shields.
Alright, looks like we're already back and ready to go. Just a small one this time around.
Definitely thankful for that.
Yeah. Here we go, round number 15. Bonus here for Kean. Let's see what they can do. Will they start running away with this one?
Here.
Or will Seneca find that counter punch, get back into this match?
Bit of a mid push here, not really committing to a site just yet. One on B, one heading towards A, definitely looking more towards A. With Afro 6 getting a kill on Frax early on is definitely bad news for Kean.
Yeah, Frax, their heavy hitter, already gone, holding down mid entirely, and now all that space is gone. Aki, though, finds another good lurk. If you're Kean right now, you have no idea where they're going. But A is the final site. Sushi finds Jacob. Aki's still, though, behind. Might find this Sova.
2v5, though.
And
One enemy remaining.
there it is. And it's a 5v1 here. Agumi finds one.
Finds one on Sushi. Finds 2 with Cosmic Duck.
Any damage is good here. You just want to ruin the economy as much as you can.
And sometimes on Ascent, really, like, having that, like, just run in can really help.
There, Afro 6 shuts it down. Ruins Agumi's fun.
Securing the round for them. And once again, bridging that gap slowly but surely.
Back to more of an even buy here. It's going to be the first real clash. See if this defense can hold when they both have rifles.
Yeah.
Interesting to note that the KJ setup has moved over to A. We haven't seen a full hit towards B at all at this point. Every hit has been towards A, either worked through catwalk or main.
So this time maybe a little bit different as they're grouping towards B with
Yeah,
a couple on A.
Seneca's making the right read here. I think they know what's up. Gumi's gonna have an aggressive flash, or sorry, peek off the flash. Cosmic though.
No chance.
Oh,
After
good
6
save.
having their teammates back.
Yeah, saving Cosmic's life, finding the opening pick. And now there's a little bit of momentum. This A side is weak, and the setup is for main, not for tree.
Flash.
Seneca's identified that KJ's down. It's going to be a free A site. A 5v3 retake.
Definitely running towards, hoping to get it before the bomb goes down.
No charge.
Massive entry frags coming out from Cosmic, but does get pinged out by the dart. Frax. Precarious spot here, finds one.
Doesn't know about sushi on catwalk.
So the trade comes out.
One enemy.
And a fantastic flash there from Sushi.
Too focused on that Sova dart to notice sushi coming up from behind.
Love that combination of utility, pulling the crosshair away, not letting them react to the flash coming out from the Omen, and 2 easy kills. And now a tie game here between Seneca and Kean.
Definitely getting that momentum back. Seneca is definitely feeling it. Getting them back to it with the saving econ on Kean.
Frax just rushing down mid with a good flash from the KO. Cosmic Dust uses all of his utility, gets the heck out of dodge.
Yeah, definitely used up a bit of util there. That could have been helpful later, but definitely saved his own life there.
Yeah, and they're on a anti-eco, so don't want to lose that rifle. More numbers coming down mid, but shots are true for Muku and Cosmic. Aki joins in the party. It's a kill for each one of them. And now numbers advantage. Looks like another round is going to go their way, barring a disaster.
One enemy
Definitely a
remaining.
free A site, and Aki getting a second kill this round. Mid. Once again, up to Agumi.
Yeah, Gumi, impossible task. I mean, a sheriff in hand, 5 numbers against him, getting stunned and
Spike planted.
20
darted,
health now.
and at 20 HP. Don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Something's telling me, trying to fake him out with some TP, some noise. TP's back over.
Confused though. Did work.
Yeah, did get a pick. Hey, that's something. Got his.
Leaving it not a flawless round.
Yeah, but the mid push here not working out.
And
Kean-
Seneca takes the lead once again.
Kean not doing too well. Frax not converting where he thought he would be. This mid push has not worked. The utility combo was decent, but such safe conservative gameplay coming out from Seneca. They weren't punished. They were expecting it. They secure the round, and they're up by 1 now.
9-8, very close game. Has been consistently close this whole time. No team really being up by more than 2 points per round.
Up in the trustworthy hands of Frax. Now immediately gets Sova droned, but doesn't get off the angle. Finds a nice pick on Cosmic. Beautiful
Definitely.
start to the round.
This investment on Frax and using an operator is definitely working out for Kean so far.
Hangs out here. They're expecting a push-up cat, but they're all main. They're looking towards wine. I think they know they're there, and Muku has plenty of utility just to force this player out. Good flash, though. Agumi gets one, another one out. The flash actually missed, though, so Aki
Got the trade.
gets the trade. Still numbers advantage.
Putting the ult down, but pulling back.
Jacob hearing steps through mid. So where the Sova is there, and they end up, It's a fake.
30
The
seconds
it's
left.
the whole time.
And Frag's getting another kill with that operator.
Oh, Afro spotted. He's gonna have to get
Still
off.
bravely pushing for a bit.
Wonder if he's aware that Jacob is coming behind him.
Doesn't seem to be aware of the flank, but Jacob is not pushing.
Afro 6 probably just gonna get caught out free. Let's see if he gets a pick before his life goes down. It
remaining.
doesn't look like it. Jacob getting a nice kill. The wall spam picks up Sushi. There we
Once
go,
again.
9-9.
Tying it up.
It's a close one. A nail biter here in game number 2. Again, Kean needs to win this one. Stay alive in the series.
They are definitely fighting. They feel that pressure of trying to stay in it and getting at least one game down.
It's just blow after blow, punch after counter punch. Each and every time the question's been asked of the other team, they've been able to respond.
Definitely a strong matchup here. Evenly skilled players.
Here.
Seneca probably looking for a fast execution. You're trying to play the post plant into the Sova ult. Cosmic over the top. Not spiking up Yakov, but it gets Narakipe. There we go. Big picks from Yakov. The trigger discipline
Knowing
paying
that
off.
Cosmic is on site.
Hockey
Aki.
like spam. Cosmic whiffing all the knives.
Spikes here.
Jacob. Bit of a tricky situation. Cosmic wide swing, picks it up, doesn't get traded, finds another.
Ooh.
Last player standing.
Just the 1v1
I
of
have to
Frack.
worry.
Knives are out, knows exactly where he is, spotted the shoulder. Good dash across, gets off the op line. And
Oh, Frax being able to flick that down.
what a flick there from Frax.
Just let them
Very
try.
impressive. Frax is definitely the player to watch this season.
And absolutely massive for Kane, and he shows up once more.
Being able to grab that lead once again.
Yeah, the Chats have been dueling at it. They've been going hard for each of their teams, making big plays, but that time around, Frax ends up on top.
That operator was definitely a good investment for Frax and Kean.
Jacob playing more of a ratty angle this time around, taking up some space in garage, but won't get met with anything. Spike is down near B site. Looks like they're trying to take some mid space. Drone's gonna go over the top. And the Sova ult is gonna come out. Return from Arequipe. It's not gonna find anybody, so he cancels it early. Cosmic playing with
Cosmic able
Frax.
to get that
Finds the pick.
revenge.
What a pick! Huge start to the round. Aki finding another one too, but Arequipe finds Cosmic. So it's a 4v5 here.
That op is down though. I don't think it was retrieved, but definitely down.
Bomb is still near the entrance of B. They're all the way in at Defender's spawn. I don't know if Kane is ready for this, but wisely, the Omen using that ult to get over to Garage, support the Sova on site. Again, great read from the IGL. Seneca
30
immediately
seconds
pivoting over towards A, getting a pick on Nindu.
Bringing it into a 2v4 situation.
Free site 2, which is huge. Getting used as
Knowing
Sova
where they're
ult post-plant.
positioned.
Yeah. I mean, everything's towards the advantage.
Hagumi
Of-
grabs the op.
Left.
and
Yeah,
they
I
might
think
be
this is
saving.
safe. There's no way for them to get back into this round. The ult from the Sova sitting there.
Grabbing
And
that op for Frax for a later game, for a later round.
it's worth saving. He's turned up with it so far. So we're going to go back to 10-10.
Tying it up once again.
Yeah, it's been a nail biter. It's close.
Playing it safe, both sides.
This one's going to wind down Just fantastic calling from Seneca that round. They managed to flip the map, had control over everything, split the team in half, broke
Not ready.
the line.
Definitely
Of
getting
it.
Frax out with that operator early on helped them out.
Yeah, Cosmic with an ego swing of a century, just raw peeking the op and just hitting the one tap. It was insanity.
Definitely getting his revenge from the round before. KJ set up back on B, not rotating it back towards A.
Looks like they're looking towards maybe a mid split here. Lots of pings going out towards garage and mid. KJ's actually going to push up mid. Might see a clash early. Peek out, catwalk. Sova dart is good. They know where Jacob is, and they get the pick through the wall. Great call.
Reach definitely being that game changer we didn't see. Skeptical about that change up from the usual matchup of KO, but definitely working out for them.
Yeah, the utility combos so far from both teams have been fantastic, and that one just netting a free kill and also, denying the KJ ult on a retake. It's massive for them.
Definitely.
They're all filtering out towards B. There's no KJ utility to slow them down. It's going to take Frax, who gets smoked off, and now just the Sova abandoned on site.
Rough to hold this for Sova, but the flash misses,
Alright,
leaving him
keep it.
open.
Going to need to get at least 2 here to give his team a fighting chance. And he can't even find the first Aki. Huge kill. Oh, caught with knife out. Akumi gets a kill with the areas.
Spike planted.
It's tough.
Frax able to trade off.
It's an awkward one for Frax. He has to peek up through the smoke with an op, and Aki picks him up easy. So
Still left
2v3.
with Omen having very little health.
One enemy remaining.
What the?
That was
I
crazy
don't
sort of flick. Not
Yeah,
really sure what happened there.
I think he just kind of accidentally sprayed and just hit him in the body, and it worked out.
You know, when it works, sometimes you gotta spray through smoke.
But yeah, big round there from Seneca. They're 2 points away from taking this map and taking this series.
Definitely getting up there, taking back the league. It's been kind of a seesaw in these later rounds in this half of the game.
And I'm pretty sure the economy here for Kean should be broken. So it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, holding out with a sheriff.
They're still just trying to hold sites normally rather than switch anything up.
Still playing it cautiously, Seneca. Knowing how good of a team.
Aki gets a pick on Arakipe. That's the only one holding down the B site, but Nindu picking out from Catwalk. Gets a pick on Afro 6, and another huge kill from Frax.
Frax being very good with any kind of sniper rifle. Having that aim that's really, really important.
Yeah, mid has been entirely denied. Crossfires from every angle.
Muku taking that rifle out from mid so that they can't grab it.
One suppressed.
You know that Sushi's there, seeing the shoulder, but playing his life. Got to play back now. Flash and the stun. Ben used up. They know this is an A hit, but they're going to get aggressive, try to push towards spawn.
30 seconds.
Now the ult. There's no one on site. It's going to be a 4v3 retake. Little gunpowder on the side of Kean. So, going to be a bit difficult, especially now with the lockdown coming out from Aki.
Definitely a good time to use that ult.
Area's clear.
Here we go. How are they going to figure this one out? Kean have a mountain to climb. They have the numbers, but they don't have the firepower. And when Aki's firing like this, I don't know if there's anything you can do. Agumi finally takes him down.
And Agumi got low.
Turret out.
It's nervous. It's bad. They don't know Sushi's there.
Player standing.
Here's the trade, though. It's a 1v1. Defender Killjoy still has the lockdown up. Spam comes out. They know where Muku's positioned. Gotta stick it.
Holding.
And there's Muku. Big round. Securing it. And now
Securing that lead, and now Kean can't make another mistake.
Yeah, they got to be flawless from here on out. Very similar scoreline to where they were last time. Losing map 1, 13-10. I don't think they want to see the same result go by, but as ecos go, not a bad round. You know, they cut it close. Should be all right here. And they should have some confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
Need to find this round. They're stacking mid. Aware of the presence. I think they're going to push out. Last time this happened, it didn't go too well. That stun shoves Frax off the off angle. Cosmic just pushing forward, gets stuck on the wall. Somehow still finds Frax.
But it's
Straight out.
straight back. Still very big, very huge for Kean getting that out of the way.
The fact that he even gets one there is ridiculous.
Definitely. Seneca being very quiet, slowly and carefully pushing, not quite knowing where their opponents are.
Yeah, info denial once again, but now alarm bells going off for Nindu. He knows exactly what's happening. And the execute is coming out.
Able to slow that push while planting with breach.
Palm is down, and this is the exact situation you don't want to be in if you're Kean. Now the Sova can get off site, use that Hunter's Fury, and deny the defuse. They gotta push fast. They can't let this bomb tick down on the timer. They gotta push main. They gotta push tree. They gotta make sure everything is closed off. And the trades start coming out. The 3v1. The KJ left alive. The Sova down. So advantage here. But Aki gets
it, winning it for Seneca.
What a play!
Okay, that's done. Time to lower this place.
Insanity from Aki, and Seneca's going to take this one 2-0, 13-10 map win, putting the team on their back, getting MVP for Seneca overall.
Very impressive playing for both teams. Very close games. Just at the end, Seneca was able to use their util and communication and just push it over the edge.
Yeah, that clutch factor, undeniable from the side of Seneca. Congrats to them on their week 1 win, and a lot to work on for both sides, but a fantastic performance. It was very close, hard fought. Thank you for everyone for coming out, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed the first week of ECAC Valorant. Feel free to keep joining in as the week goes on, and make sure you check out our other streams. We got a lot coming up. Tomorrow we got some Rocket League and some CS2. You don't want to miss it. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Wes, you got any closing words?
A good game to both the players. Thank you all for watching and dealing with all the technical issues that we had, however long or brief they might have been. Thank you all for sticking around.
Yep. So I'm going to sign off here today. Again, thank you for coming out, and have a great night.
Have a good night.